So I'm so thankful for engineers like Charlie Blackwell Thompson, who will be the first woman to oversee a NASA liftoff and launch team.
Being the launch director for this inaugural launch is pretty exciting. We're going to have a vehicle that is over 300 feet tall. At liftoff, over 8 million pounds of thrust. I can't wait to see that. It's going to be amazing. When you couple that with the state-of-the-art spacecraft Orion, the destinations and the capabilities that these two bring our agency is something amazing. Being in charge of the launch team on EM1 launch day is something that I very much look forward to. I look forward to seeing our team in action. I look forward to looking out the window and gazing at that vehicle as it stands ready to launch.
Learn more about Charlie and heroic women like her at nasa.gov.
First thing on visuals, when we're having an engineer, somebody that's actually in charge of something, talk, I don't want to see frame breaks. When she's talking and the audio is talking, I want to maintain her visual on screen. I want to shrink her down, and I want to grow the topic. Anytime we're having an engineer talking, she's not a talking head. Charlie Thompson Blackwell is an engineer running the Command Talk Center at NASA for a liftoff. Okay, so we don't take, if we're putting her voice and her face on, we put her voice and her face on the whole time. We shrink it down in the corner. That's non-negotiable for production value for me. Okay, review. Charlie, I do not hear your voice coming through as an engineer or as a launch commander in this video. I hear someone that was given public statistics. These are the numbers that you can say, 8 million pounds of thrust, this many pounds of a vehicle. And she just did not command the topic the way that I would want her to. She used launch a certain number of times. I'm going to try it with the hood up. Do I look better with the hood up? I know I look pretty hideous as it is. She used the word launch 6 times, plus including liftoff and launch team. But she never really commanded what her role as an engineer or as the command leader or command director for takeoff. Yeah, it would have been great if I'd rewound all the way back so it still had her name up there, because I like putting people's names up behind the products that we're talking about. I cannot presume her training or that her or what her preparation is, other than I'm sure that she was given civilian statistics which prevented her from really owning the topic or the conversation. She needs to present a mastery statement. Like, it is my job to receive the countdown numbers and confirm visually that the countdown is occurring. So I'm actually looking straight out the window, whereas everybody else is looking at their screen. Something like that would have really justified why she was so focused on the visuals and the beauty of the event. And it took, when you're hearing a beautiful woman talk about an event and she's supposed to be mastering the topic, it becomes much more convoluted quickly. Now, because all is fair in assessment and review, I will perform my NASA Command Talk Center promotion video. I'm going to be the NASA Talk Command Center. My name is Alexander William Erickson. I'm going to command the Echo Anchor necklace gathering event for Mission Blackbird Salad. Now what we're going to do is we're going to leave NASA Kennedy in the Blackbird. Now it's the same SR-71 Blackbird body, the whole is the same vehicle, and it's going to be ridiculous because we were used to just flying this vehicle at like 60,000 feet. Instead we're just going to fly it to Mars. And then we're going to fly around Mars, take some pictures, and then these crazy people at NASA are going to let me be in charge for a couple minutes. And what we're going to do is we're going to establish Echo Anchor, where we're actually going to hover above a specific region at as slow of a pace as we can and collect between 50 and 100 pounds of rock. And then I'm going to turn that rock into a chain that I get to wear around my necklace for executing the Mars mission Blackbird salad. Charlie Thompson, I look forward to meeting you. NASA, the whole entire purpose of this is to further my dictionary as the building blocks for the future of NASA and science education. And this is something that I take very seriously. I'm very committed to it. These are the notes that I wrote down in preparation for this. I just watched this video this morning at 5:30 and did this video. Charlie Blackwell Thompson. She was engineered by Star Wars as an engineer. She's launch director for an Orion mission. Kind of confused about that because I thought the Orion mission had already launched. And so I can't remember what the Orion mission is versus what this is. Very confusing to me. But I don't take close enough attention to be able to follow these missions precisely. So I'll get more up to speed on the missions because of this video for certain. Her words, she used visuals and emotions to communicate. The problem is when you have a woman using visuals and emotions to communicate, it is critical that she presents a mastery statement. Otherwise, she looks like a blowhard. And we cannot have women in leadership looking like blowhards. That's my job. That's Charles Bolden's job. That's John Brennan's job. That's Donald Trump's job. Okay, when women are in leadership, they can't look like blowhards, especially when they're talking about the emotions of a visual. If they want to be blowhards, they've got to figure out their topics. But they can't be, if they're talking about if it's a good-looking woman's job to look out the window and describe what she is seeing to the NASA Talk Command Center, then she needs to demonstrate her ability to communicate that and understand the mission. Sorry. Getting back to where I was. The message, okay, she used word launch 6 times, launch and liftoff. She used big words and maintained a non-technical stance. The message, Charlie is heroic, that was communicated from Star Wars. The message that I heard that was conveyed by Charlie was, I do not command my own voice for this mission. Now, what's important to mention is the mission we're actually addressing here is public relations, which is different than an actual mission. So when I say that she was on the public relations mission, she didn't exactly nail it. It doesn't mean she's not going to nail her job. This is not a review of her ability to do her job. I cannot presume her training or prep, and she is standing next to Star Wars. So remember, this is fun time. Okay, we're trying to inspire people. We're trying to use these things to get them motivated. Problem, they did not provide a word besides Orion. They didn't really provide a word that we can attach to the mission or to her job that will stay with, if I want to follow Charlie Blackwell, if I want to follow her events from this situation, I need another word. I need a mission name, absolutely. And if I don't get a mission name, I need another word that's going to attach me to her. Problem, shitty academic review. That's me. She should be presenting a mastery statement. Number 4, launch director. This is my role. Remember, when we're talking about roles, okay, I don't know if you can see this one. There are these 2 big circles right here. And when you look at Echo Anchor, there's a big circle in the middle. That represents, this is intended for international communication, no matter what. So whenever you're talking about your role as a NASA engineer, because of our security levels, as they will always be, because you talk on a national public television show in any way about your role at NASA, if somebody is from another planet and they're educated about who we are, that will be their expectation of your role, because role gets these words, gets these 2 circles before and after it when you're talking about a NASA engineer. Remember, this is NASA protocol, so she was following her protocol. Again, I'm reviewing the NASA public missions, her performance in NASA public relations missions. Okay, and last note, leads to reality TV. That's it. Charlie, thank you for the good humor. NASA, I look forward to seeing you in about a decade and taking charge of Mission Blackbird Salad as things are progressing.